Now we're actually live.
Oh shit, stop talking about boobs.
This is all gonna be in YouTube video now too. So
Good
Well,
one.
whatever you say,
Immortalized.
You are immortalized here. Anything you say,
can and do will be held against you in the court of law.
exactly, will be
YouTube.
on this. So you're allowed to say whatever you want, as long as you're okay with it. Oh, that's not right. He always gives us one view, a cheat view. So this is gonna be not correct. See how there's like 2 viewers, but only one person's watching. So if this gets low, don't get discouraged. But I think we're gonna have.
Also, don't pay attention to that because that's not what matters here.
It does. It really does.
It doesn't.
No.
Ever since we've had the 30,000 one of, it's been.
He's obsessed with it.
I'm
now, and
obsessed with it. Yeah.
It's annoying. I'm just kidding.
It's my drive that makes me do better. It's what I want. It makes me want to try harder.
All right.
So, why isn't there anybody else coming in?
There's 4 people.
Yeah, there's 4 people, but there's only 1
Who
viewer.
cares? There's 4 people watching.
They're just listening.
Yeah. Yep. Probably because it's just popped up on their phone.
True. Okay. That's good enough for me. Okay. Let's start.
Oops, someone exited.
Damn it, we're already
Now they're
down.
both down. Yeah. Anyway, fuck it. Let's keep going. We're already a minute in. I am not Caramel Steph Curry, and that over there, always with me, is my slithery friend,
Okay.
Caleb.
Hit me.
Alright, take the toilet paper.
And then take the toilet paper off the thing.
What are they going to do? The
And then let's
balloons now?
introduce ourselves. Who's this?
Travis.
Travis. And then we have
Ashley.
Ashley. And we are here to talk about Game of Thrones and nothing else. Everything. We will definitely talk about boobs. Not the ones behind me, but definitely the ones on Game of Thrones. Because there's a lot of boobs in Game of Thrones. There's a lot of vaginas. There's a lot of dicks in Game of Thrones too. But I wanna go in a little bit of a specific order. It's okay if you wanna like completely go off the rails here. This is just a guidelines of kind of questions that I thought of at work the other day in like 10 minutes. Okay, so when did you first hear or know or learn about Game of Thrones? Whichever one of you wants to start.
All right, I'll start.
Okay.
So when I was a junior in high school, I believe, is when I started watching it.
Oh my God.
When the first season was the only one that actually was out on DVD. Me and my friend, we used to hang out after school and we'd watch like Spartacus or something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know, it's the old stuff. And
Well, that's a really graphic show, though.
Yeah, it was very
I've
artsy.
seen parts of Spartacus.
yeah.
Wow.
Well, and then he's just like, oh, well, I just watched this one. It's pretty good. Like, you want to watch it? And I was like, sure. And next thing I knew, I saw a kid falling out a window, and I was like, I'm hooked. I need to finish this all tonight. And I did. And that was when, like, HBO just had, like, a few seasons of season 2 on, and I just slammed through them all, and I've been a dedicated fan since.
Jesus.
Yep.
What about you?
Well, I started watching it about 3 years ago.
Okay, so you're a little late to the party.
A little late.
It's okay.
I
Better
ended
late
up
than never.
starting it from a coworker who got me into like the first 3 episodes, and I'm like, okay, Dire Wolf just died. I can't do this.
Oh.
Then I met Ashley over here, and she's like, why'd you stop? I'm like, I saw the Dire Wolf die. I'm like, I can't do this. And she's like, keep watching. And I'm like, all right. Kept watching, liked what I saw. People got killed. Started getting a little upset. Saw a great man hold the door. Cried a little.
Jesus.
The best thing with him was, like, every single time he'd finish a season, he'd be like, this is my new favorite character. And then they'd die. And then he'd be like, I have a new favorite character. I was like, who is it? He'd be like, oh, it's this person. And then they die. And he goes, you know what? Hodor's my new favorite character. And I was like, oh, yeah, he's not going to die.
I'm like, no, he's not. That's why I picked
Wow.
him. Then episode 5, he was holding the door. I'm like, no. He started yelling, hold the door.
Hold the door.
I'm like, oh my fuck. I ran out of the room.
Show the camera your yeah, you was gonna say you're looking at that one.
Okay.
You're obviously a big Hodor fan, so
Yeah, I am.
yeah. So like, did you watch anything premiere? Like, did you ever watch any of the episodes?
Season
like
6.
Okay,
and
season
7.
6.
No, never mind. Just season 7.
Okay, so just season 7. So like you watched that as it came out every week then?
Yep, I watched it with
Okay.
her.
Okay. I heard about it like in 2012, so I was a little late. Like I think you might have been the first person in this group to actually like get a hold of it while it was fresh and new. And I'd heard of it. I'd seen stuff about it all over the internet, and I didn't really give it a chance. Like I when I was your age in junior in high school, the big show was The Sopranos, and like that was everybody talked about The Sopranos, right. And then Breaking Bad was like the thing to watch in high school, like because we were able to watch that. Not everybody at HBO, and this is before streaming. This is 2007, so like people are talking about Breaking Bad and shit, but like as soon as Game of Thrones came out, I'm like, well, what is that? I looked it up a little bit, and like it didn't interest me at all. It looked like just another HBO show that I'm like, oh, that'll come around for 3 seasons and get canceled. Nope. That I'm so glad it didn't, because my friend showed me one episode. I watched one episode live, and it was the one where Jamie and Brienne had a sword fight on the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, so why isn't this bitch just kill this guy? And my friend's like, oh, they call him the Kingslayer. Like, that. I'm like, well, why? Well, he killed a king at one point. I'm like, yeah, but he looks like shit. Like, how is he not, like, a hero or a god to these people? And he's like, you gotta just watch the show. So that's actually how I got into it, was I saw Jamie looking like shit, and I'm like, I gotta figure out what happened to him. I was obsessed with it. And I bought seasons 1 and 2, like, sight unseen. And I watched all of them in, like, 3-4 days. And then I watched season 3 came out, and then on DVD, and then I watched all of that, and then I watched season 4 premiere, and I've seen all the episodes premiere as they came out since then. And you said Hodor is your favorite character, or was?
He was.
At the time.
Is.
It still is.
Heart.
Well, I mean, he's dead, but my favorite character, I think, is Bronn.
Bronn's pretty cool.
Yeah, so, and he's been alive every single episode, except he came in the 3rd or 4th. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's been my favorite the whole time. Dead is Barristan Selmy. But so, like, do you have a favorite character that's still living?
Currently living?
Yeah.
It is Tyrion.
Tyrion?
Tyrion.
I don't like Tyrion.
Why not?
A smug midget. Can I still say midget? I'm gonna say midget. He's a smug midget. I don't like that.
He's a smug dwarf. There's a difference.
I think dwarf is way more offensive. I mean, I don't care, but what are they gonna do?
I mean, kick you in the shins.
Yeah. they just
Travis.
He's gonna go.
Yeah, you kick me in the shins.
Are you a midget?
No.
I'm gonna say. You have a favorite character? What's your favorite character? Is it Khaleesi?
It is Khaleesi. I loved her since episode 1. I can't get over her. I've been a die-hard fan.
What makes her so appealing?
Well, I just really liked her beginning, where she like kind of was like, her brother was bossing her around, basically just making her do everything just so he could get the throne back. Mm-hmm. And I liked how she eventually grew up the courage, and she grew to her surroundings, and from there she decided to be her own leader. And I liked that about her. I thought she had a really good growth.
I think she takes advantage of people. I think her beauty takes advantage of... Well, she uses her beauty to take advantage of people, but if that's what she has to do, then that's what she has to do.
Yeah.
I mean, when there's men with swords and people who can just kill you with their bare hands, I think you got to do what you got to do. I have a really good question down here later. I'm going to ask later. Oh, maybe I could ask it now. No, I'll wait for it till we're a little more loosened up, because it's kind of a graphic question.
Those are the best kind.
Oh.
Dude, I'm surprised at how good it is. Even I'm not trying to brag, but you know. Do you have a least favorite character?
Cersei.
Ah!
Fuck Cersei.
Get out my face, bro.
I love Cersei. Cersei's my favorite.
She would kill her own kids just so she could be on the throne. That's
not right. No, that's
just
wrong.
Shitty.
That's wrong.
Like when Tommen died, she was just like, just throw him with his sister. Screw him.
She loved her children more than anybody else. That's
like
the
she
whole
loved
reason.
Joffrey more than anybody.
That's
else.
the whole reason, dude. She wept when Marcella was shipped off to Dorne. She wept when they brought her back. I thought that was one of the worst things because you see Jaime coming in and she's so happy and Jaime's just standing there. Plus the scene that they had where he confessed that, or she said, "I love that you're my father." Watching this is like being in a book club where they're talking about a book that you never read. Well, why don't you, Travis, this is not Travis. Travis, your kid is like 5 now or 4. You could probably watch Game of Thrones around him. He's at that age where he won't really know what's going on, but it'll traumatize him irreversibly.
I let my 3-year-old niece watch The Red Wedding with me, and we had to watch Moana after that.
Oh.
Hey, Mitch, speaking of kids watching terrifying things, we experienced something in the theater last weekend.
Yeah, let's talk about that really quick. That's fine.
Quick tangent.
It doesn't have to be all Game of Thrones. It can be like 10% or something else.
I wanted to make sure we brought this up.
Yeah. That's a good idea because you even looked at me. You're like, this is going to be great podcast material. And I totally agree. So we decided out of the blue, I was like, do you want to see Shazam? No, you suggested Shazam.
No, you were like, hey, let's get to Buffalo Wild Wings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I was like, yo, let's go see a movie, bro.
Yeah, because we had the whole night ahead of us. We didn't really have anything to do, so we go, let's go see Shazam, which is the new DC movie. And from what I stayed awake of it, it was pretty good. I sleep during most movies, but if I ever am in the theater, I sleep during most movies. It's PG-13, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Some pretty graphic images. Like, images.
Like, scary stuff.
The monsters.
Yeah, like, there's, like, some monsters that, like...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, like, very PG-13, you know. Implied ripping people up.
Yeah.
Fighting
like,
heads off. Shit like that.
Nothing big.
Like, the monsters were scary. Like, the CG was really good.
It was very good.
And so...
Was not expecting that.
Wasn't expecting, like, I was like, whoa, okay, like, this is a pretty scary image. There were children maybe 4 or 5 years old behind us.
Yeah, these
and
fucking parents brought them to this movie.
The kid kept yelling, "Mommy, cover my eyes." And I'm like, you got hands.
And then it's like, I want to go home.
Yeah. So they made somebody took him home, and then one of the girls said to like the
boyfriend,
whoever the fuck brought them.
You picked the worst movies.
Yeah, you're not good at picking movies. I was gonna be like, you're not a good parent. So
Yeah, like, don't fucking bring your kids to a fucking PG-13 movie.
I wouldn't
I don't care what superhero movie it is. Don't bring them the fucking Infinity War. Thanos scary, bro.
Holy shit. Like, when you dude, kids can't even grasp the concept of death. Like,
yeah.
Like, I remember in kindergarten learning about, like, death and life and shit, and I was like, oh, I don't know if we should be learning this. And, like, a couple years on, I hear, like, there's kids crying because of, like, the teachers telling them about hell and stuff. I went to a religious school, so, like...
Oh.
And then now, like, it doesn't matter how desensitized you think you are. When you got, like, a 5-year-old saying, "Oh, my God, cover my eyes, Mommy," it's like, it's no real thing about, like, oh, man up, you're 5. Like... I was mad at the mom.
Oh, yeah, I'm like, parents, what are you doing?
The dad is kind of just like, whoops.
Didn't expect this.
Yeah, well, the dad is kind of like, oh, I didn't know, I'm going to fucking stupid. Yeah, that's you get that pass. But, like, when the mom, like, lashed out and was, like, yelling in the theater.
Yeah, and there's, like, no reason to, like, blame somebody. Like, it's a new movie. No one knows what's in it. Like,
yeah.
Make the decision not to bring your small toddler to a PG-13 movie. I don't care if it's a superhero movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's PG-13. All these things are a possibility. Anakin can cut up the younglings.
You guys ever seen the episode of Star Wars where he kills like 20 kids? Yeah. Oh, I think that was a...
I saw that when I was like, what, 12 or 13 probably?
Yeah,
and that was like, holy shit.
Yeah, I loved every second of it. And like, I was raised on the fact that, like, well, you're going to see whatever you want, so you better fucking handle it.
Yeah.
You better learn to handle it, and it's your fault if you see it. So
yeah, I fully blame those parents, though, because those kids probably shouldn't have had to see that scary shit.
No, I totally agree with you, but, like, how the mom overreacted.
Oh, my God, yeah. Like,
stupid. I'm like, come on,
just take responsibility.
Like,
maybe go take them to How to Train Your Dragon instead.
Oh, yeah. That or, like, Mary Poppins or whatever the fuck is out right now.
Good stuff.
Anyways, I just wanted to bring that up.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about that because that was hilarious and bullshit.
Shazam's pretty good though.
It was, yeah, I like that a lot.
Okay, so your least favorite Cersei? I
Cersei.
love Cersei.
Fuck Cersei.
She better. I want her to win.
If she no, I know how she's gonna die. Like I feel like I know
Let's hear it.
well, my theory is, yeah, she may end up on the Iron Throne for a very long time, but
You lean a little closer to that microphone, or like bring it towards you.
Well, the thing is, the witch predicted she'd only have 3 kids, and currently she's pregnant with a 4th. What I think is she's been messing with Tyrion, saying that it's his fault, that their mother died at birth, giving to him. So, what I think, she's going to die at childbirth while having this kid, and the kid's going to die. Because by technicality, it's Jaime's kids, so Jaime's the little brother. It's still him killing her, in a way.
Holy shit! I never thought of that. Oh, yeah, because she wouldn't. Yeah, the witch said you will have 3 children, and they're all gonna die. All 3 kids are dead. Fuck. Maybe she's not pregnant.
Or she could have a miscarriage. But still, that does not explain the fact of how the little brother is going to be the one to kill her. It's either going to be Tyrion or the child's going to be the one to kill her.
Oh man, maybe yeah. And then if that's how she goes though, I might be a little disappointed because like she's prime suspect for like getting a really brutal death.
Oh fuck yeah.
Or maybe like the White Walker just stabs her through the face or some shit. I hope it's like super sudden, like Littlefinger's death was.
Oh, I hate that.
Oh, Littlefinger's?
Yeah, it was too fast. It was too fast.
Oh, dude.
I wanted him to suffer.
I just loved how he started crying for his life. Sansa, please.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
he used everything he could to stop. There's a lot of theories about how that he might not be dead.
He's dead.
With the whole Arya thing and the faceless men. Yeah.
So like if only the people in that room know that he's dead, like how she uses Walder Frey's face in that one scene, I think maybe she could use his face somewhere else, and like Peter Baelish could like show up somewhere else. But then what if like somebody knows and rips Arya's face off, and it's like, I think Arya's gonna die.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Well, in the trailer they show her running in the crypts of Winterfell. I think we're gonna see another dead Stark come back because
It's got to be Ned. Because
fucking
Ned's the only
headless
one buried
Ned?
there. Well, the thing is, they could have reattached it when, like, they did their whole burying him thing. They put the bodies
like-
back together and shit.
But when Catelyn got his body back, there were bones.
Yeah.
She had admitted that they were
Still,
bones.
they could reassemble.
Yeah, but I mean that's not
Just
as
a
scary
skeleton,
as yeah.
She wouldn't really know it was him.
Yeah, it wouldn't be as scary.
You
I
think
could see it
it's
being
fake?
Catelyn.
You think they faked it? If they sent her the wrong bones?
No, because then how would his body be there?
Yeah.
I don't know. They just guessed. It's like, fuck it. Here's his bones. I think you got something going on there. I think Catelyn would make sense to bring her back because she's in the books. They
Right.
bring her back in the books. You know
Lady
that?
Coldheart, yeah.
Stoneheart,
Stoneheart,
yeah.
something.
She can't speak, and she's a leader of the Brotherhood of Without Banners.
Yep.
Did you know that? Yeah, and I think it'd be cool to see her come back as just like a zombie, and like one of them has to kill her, or Arya's traumatized, to the point where she can't kill her, and then just dies and gets mauled by a zombie.
Well, as you see, like in the trailer, Arya was running when she had the Valyrian steel dagger and dragonglass in her hand. So it
And
is a White
dragonglass?
Walker. And dragonglass.
But the Valyrian dagger can kill a White Walker.
Yes,
So she's just got one in each hand, like, because she's
one's in its sheath, she's holding the other and running.
Okay.
But that points out it is a White Walker because she would not be afraid of a person alone. Like she could take anybody.
True.
So it's got to be a familiar White Walker. That
Or
she's
maybe
running from.
or maybe she's luring it into a trap. Like there's a
That's
lot
theories,
of
but why would
stuff
she like
going on.
fake being scared if it was a White Walker?
True.
Like she's genuinely afraid.
I
Like
don't
that
know, man.
face and the blood on her head, she was attacked and obviously afraid.
Yeah. We're gonna find out in like 3 days or something. I hope they show that. Like I hope that's one of the first things they open up with, because like I feel like this first episode is gonna be really boring.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be episode 2 or 3.
Well, 2 is supposed to be the Battle for Winterfell,
3.
and that's
Three's Battle
Oh,
of Winterfell.
really?
Yep.
Oh, Christ.
I'm sure at the end of episode 2, that'll be when it starts.
I think, yeah, I was going to say, they said that the Battle for Winterfell is going to be the longest concurrent battle scene in cinema history, which is for movie screen and TV screen. It's going to be the longest battle scene in history.
82 full minutes of them fighting.
I'm so excited. Did you see like that trailer where they showed like the ruins of Winterfell, where everything is it's like after the battle?
And it's all their like remains, basically.
I think that's misdirection.
I hope so. I really
think
do.
well, what I think is they're going to hold on to it, but then I think they're going to lose. They're going to retreat though to King's Landing, I think.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Cuz Cersei has the Golden Company now, which has been mentioned before. And that's been I read about that. I have a theory that they have Valyrian weapons. Cuz like otherwise they'd be useless.
Right.
I think the Golden Company has all Valyrian weapons. That makes sense because otherwise they'd be useless in the battle. They'd be useless in a fight. And they're the best and the biggest the biggest
Hired
army
hands.
or hired hands. Yeah, it makes sense. That's just something I came up with the other day. But as far as Cersei is, I really hope she wins because she has the most money and she has the most power, and it would make sense that she's evil, that would conquer everybody. And like she kills Tyrion, sits on the throne at the end, kills everybody, and it's just her left. And then maybe she just sits there, and then the White Walkers tear her apart. And then but she's like the last one. I want that. That's how I want it to end. Like her just sitting there, knowing that she won, but that the White Walkers will end it. That's how I want it to end.
What if I appreciate your theory, but what if
No, you
the
don't.
baby dies? No, I really don't. Fuck you. But what if the baby were to die inside her and rips her apart from the inside as a White Walker?
Oh. Why would it? Oh man, like what if the Night King gets a hold of her and just touches her belly, and then just
Ooh.
like just smiles at her and walks off, and then it just comes out.
Like an alien.
That'd be alien. Yeah, Alien, like the fucking chest burster. That'd be fucking awesome. I love Alien, dude. That's my favorite sci-fi. That and Blade Runner.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, this is an obvious one. What's the saddest death?
Hold the door.
No. A fucking mongoloid.
Fuck you. Hodor died a hero.
You didn't see him die. He's probably not even dead.
He was getting ripped to I rewatched the episode. They were literally stabbing him, ripping him.
Clothes torn.
And you see his face gets a little.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little. Oh, scratch.
He's gonna come back and save the day.
Dude, what if he comes back and kills Bran?
That'd be amazing.
I would actually be pretty cool.
Whoa.
Kind of has it coming.
Hodor.
Well, actually, I read on a Facebook article interviewing the Night King. He did
Oh, the
mention.
actor that plays the Night King?
Yes, technically not the real Night King,
Oh, yeah.
but yes, the actor that plays the Night King. He actually did an interview and admitted that the Night King has one specific target that he wants to kill.
Yeah, I read that too. They didn't say.
He said it isn't. He hinted that it wasn't John, so
It's
it's
not
gotta
Jon.
be.
I
Bran.
wouldn't doubt it if it was Bran because he did like grab Bran at one point.
That
He
has
is
some of
ma-
the best acting I've ever seen. Like for a young actor, when Bran just goes, "Ah, he saw me!" Like, you ever have a dream where someone looks at you in the dream, like they like know you're not supposed to be in there? I've had that, and it's pretty fucking terrifying. I don't like that. Well, no, you ever
I've
had
never
that?
had
Oh, dude, like when someone makes eye contact with you in a dream and you're not supposed to, like.
You just feel that uncomfortableness, and you
Yeah.
know, like they know something.
They know you're not supposed to be there. Like, this is their world. Like, your dream world is not... You're not supposed to be in here. You're, like, just a visitor. This is getting way off topic, but that's just... I've felt that before. I actually had a bad dream last night, but we won't get into that. What's the best death? What's the best, most satisfying? Like
Ramsay.
you've had this coming.
Ramsay.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ramsay.
No.
I loved Ramsay. Ramsay's dead. Straight up.
They're loyal
From
mutts.
the moment you find out who he is, he brings his dogs into it to like hunt and kill people. So I
Yeah.
find it's very satisfying that his dogs are like the last thing to like finish him off. And in the process, he gets his shit rocked, and Sansa gets like the justice of being like, your dogs are starved, and he's like, my dogs wouldn't do it to me, and then it just, it's good.
They were actually supposed to show his jaw getting ripped off by
Yeah,
one of his dogs, but
that's-
it was so graphic they couldn't do it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would have loved.
I know.
They
I
felt like
would-
it was too much for even Game of Thrones, and that's
Wow.
saying something.
I would have loved it if that's the one thing that disappointed me about that is like they barely show it. They show the dog latch onto his face and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show like the
His
blood
hands
running down.
twitching.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but like I would have loved it if like if I would have done it, I've thought about this. If I would have done it, I would have had the next episode open with Sansa sleeping and then intercut with like quick flashes of him actually getting torn apart. Like just barely what you see. And then all of a sudden Sansa smiles in her sleep and then opens her eyes. And then she just walks out to like this little balcony and she looks down and John's doing whatever and John just looks up at her and smiles and waves. And then that's
it's
the
over.
beginning of the
Yeah.
episode, and then it just rolls the opening credits. It would have been like the only happy moment that they've had since the beginning of the show.
Right.
That, or I would have had it open with the door flies open, and Ramsay's standing there with a dead dog in his hand, and he's scratched up his shit, and he just standing there soaked in blood, and he runs up to Sansa, and right before he grabs her, she like wakes up, and then finds John, and then just grabs him and hugs him, and that's how the show opens. It's just a nightmare. But that's how I would have done it if it was up to me. Okay. This is I think I got it. I think we're far enough in. I can ask this. Who would you have sex with to get ahead in the world? So like let's say that you had to seduce one of the female characters of power to get ahead. Like you're a nobody. Like you're in the army. You're basically Dario Nahara who like seduced Khaleesi. By the way, he's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, he's still.
I
back.
thought of him. I thought of that. I was like, he might come back too.
That'd be pretty interesting to throw him in there.
But like he'll probably die right away.
Right. I think he's a pretty good skilled fighter.
Yeah, he's a good fighter, but like what the fuck is
Against
he
an army
supposed to
of the dead,
do?
you know, he can't really do much.
He's a minor character now. They phased him out. He wasn't even in season. He was in season 1 for like 10 seconds. And Khaleesi's like, I can't go to Westeros with a lover. And he's like, what? She says, don't get angry. I'm like, fuck you, stab her, kill her. I'd kill her.
No.
Fuck you. Yeah, so like, let's say that you're like just some common soldier, and who would you seduce in the world to get ahead? You can't say Hodor.
Well, to be
He would
honest,
too.
well, you see, any guy that has actually slept with Cersei usually got killed, other than Jaime. So definitely not Cersei. She will cut my head off. Sansa's only had sex with like one guy, and he got eaten by dogs.
Well, she was raped.
Okay, that's
Wasn't
fair.
even.
Yeah.
I'd say Arya. She'll keep me
Whoa.
alive.
Arya. Yeah. You'd have to be like Gendry though. You'd have to be like a big dude. No offense, but like you'd have to. I think she. Yeah. What if her and Gendry get together?
That's
feel
what I'm
like they
hoping
will.
for. I want to like a
I
little.
feel like
something.
they're not going to have sex, but they're going to definitely make out.
But
I'll always see Arya as like this little girl.
Yeah.
Even right now, as like this warrior princess that she is, I don't know if I could see her getting romantically involved. I think they've shut her sexuality down. I think she's just a non-sexual person. She's just a blade.
Yeah.
basically.
She's just a knife. Who would you have sex with to get ahead?
Well,
You get a lot of choices.
I do.
Can't say Hodor.
Not that she would.
As
anyways.
appealing as his dick is, I don't think you should choose Hodor.
Well, like I feel like the only people I would choose are dead already, so that kind of sucks.
I know who you'd choose.
I'm a huge Robb fan, so
Robb Stark.
yeah, I would have definitely like tried to get on that bandwagon.
But you would have got stabbed in the belly.
And then that would have happened. So it's in the way. You already see how that goes. And then Tommen, because he's actually a good king, and he had actually a good like potential.
With
and
that
I actually,
mother-in-law.
But his fucking mother.
Dude, Joffrey wasn't even like buried yet, and what's her fucking face, Marjorie, tried to climb onto
like
him.
the next day. Yeah.
Like the next day,
Yeah.
like his funeral clothes weren't even washed yet.
She's still wearing
she's
black
like,
too.
Yeah. Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. And then Sir Pounce is in the room too.
Yeah.
The cat. That was really fucked up. Like,
Yeah.
oh, she's still in her funeral stuff, and she's like, "Oh, well, we're going to be together, my king. So we might as well get to know
keep
each other."
Secrets.
Oh, that was weird though. Like, you knew how innocent he was when the first time they had sex. She's like, he goes, "Did I hurt you? It sounded like I was hurting you." Because like, when you're a kid, like 18 or whatever, 18, because no one has sex before they're 18, right?
Travis hasn't.
And, well, that's a little...
Sorry.
Edit that out for embarrassment's
Fuck you,
sake.
actually.
Yeah, I was going to say for embarrassment's sake, we'll edit that out.
What just happened?
Don't
Nothing.
say it.
Repeat it.
No.
I was totally
we probably
reading something
shouldn't.
else.
No.
Are you playing Magic?
No.
We'll explain that later.
But
wasting
what
time
did you
on
just say?
I can't. I'm not going to repeat
We'll
it. It's
explain it
embarrassing.
later.
It's not,
I'm gonna
it's
mute
not
your
'cause
mic.
of me.
It's kind of-
because of
I'm going to
him.
mute your mic and then you can tell me.
I don't know.
No, it's
we'll
embarrassing.
explain it later.
Yeah, well,
I don't even know what it was, but you guys are freaking out, so I want to know now.
Oh, no, we're not. It was
We're
a
not
joke. We're just
repeating
freaking. We're not freaking out.
Fine.
Is my mic
I'm
back
muting
on?
my yeah, it's been on. I'm muting it. Fuck you.
Am I still going?
I'm muting mine. Fuck you.
Why not? Or why?
I said I'm muting mine. I'm
Oh.
just going back. You won't talk to me.
It's embarrassing to repeat, is what I'm saying. It's not
Can we get back
for
on Game of
me.
Thrones?
Okay, when you're that young and like that, you do. I remember the first time I was like, is that hurt? No, it sounds like they're in pain. Anyways, I'm sorry. So Robb.
I actually have an old coworker who is from Scotland. And his sister's a waitress in Scotland, I don't know where, and she actually got to serve him, and I'm incredibly jealous.
Yeah, he's from
Yeah.
Scotland. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's in a
That's
new
cool.
show called The Bodyguard on Netflix. Apparently, it's really good. They said it's modern day Game of Thrones.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the act. I follow the actor that plays him, Richard Madden. I follow him on Instagram. He's a handsome son of a bitch. Like, he's a good looking dude. And I like his accent and just like. But I do like the fact that he was a flawed character. Like, he didn't deserve to die, but as I rewatched the show, I followed his arc better and realized that you made a lot of mistakes militarily.
Yes.
You didn't listen to Roose Bolton at all, and Roose Bolton's like a seasoned warrior, and he's brutal. Like, he knew the tactics to like intimidate your enemies, like the flaying. But Robb refused to do that. He also refused to. Hey, Anthony, gotta. He also like refused advice from John Umber or Great John Umber, and he
actually killed him in the process.
John Umber got killed. I thought he got killed at the Red Wedding.
Oh, maybe
'Cause
that's what happened.
in the book, I know that it took like 5 or 6 men to kill him at the Red Wedding. That's what they in the book, but I don't know if I watched the Red Wedding and I looked for him and I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that when Tormund bites that guy's neck open in the show, in the show, in the Battle of the Bastards, that's his son. That's John Umber's son. That's called Small John Umber. And yeah, because I think John asked for his help and he refused, and then he went off to, or I think John Umber joined the Boltons after his father got killed because of Robb.
Yeah. Yep. And
Yeah.
then didn't they have troubles like joining John though, because of that? Something happened. I remember hearing about it.
Yeah, there's a reason why they were on opposite sides, and then Ramsay's a Northerner too. Ramsay and John were allies at one point, like
Until the Boltons switched sides, basically.
yeah. The Boltons, they had it coming. I mean, the Starks have made mistakes. And like, I really like that about this show, that they're not the perfect family that's just getting preyed on. They're actually fucking up and they're paying the price for it. I like that.
Yep, a
there's
lot
not
of decisions were poorly made.
Yeah, I mean, well, had Ned been alive and, like, could have militarily done better or, like, helped him out, things might be different.
The one thing that actually sealed Robb's fate was not marrying
the
Frey's daughter.
Could have.
If he did, then he would have had the gate opened up to him. He wouldn't even need John
Yeah.
Umber.
It's so fucked up that, like, he gets to the twins in, like, the episode 8 or 9 of the first season, and he never makes it past. He just sits there.
Oh, right.
I mean, they go off to different battles and shit, but, like,
They
the
never
fact
make
that
it
it
past
takes
the neck,
3 fucking shows or seasons, years, and he just sits there, and finally he gets to cross, and nope. You could fuck his neck hole if you wanted, because he's dead and his head's gone. I was gonna wear the wolf's head on my body while I was wearing the costume, and I was like, no one would have gotten that. Zach Wandra.
Oh, that's my older brother. Hey, Zach.
Wow.
Sorry, no Grand Theft Auto today.
Grand Theft Auto. Oh, I love Grand Theft Auto. You guys play online?
Yep, PS4.
Nice. PS4. Fuck his neck hole, new best phrase. Well, yeah, man. I mean, this is a very graphic rated R show, so you're gonna hear stuff. You're gonna hear even worse stuff.
Titties.
Like that. I think Game of Thrones, I feel like they did the most ballsy shot ever. Ballsy being metaphorically. They did the backwards vagina shot, which is where you see the vagina from the backside, because that is... I know that guy.
I think that's my older brother.
Trying to see the picture.
Shit, I know that kid too.
Zach Warner.
I
They
went to
said
school
my
with that
name.
one.
The tasteful cleavage has tasteful tata as well. Tasteful cleavage, well, I feel like that would have gotten more submission. That gets more submissions. Like if I say tasteful tit wall or something, it's like a little. But tasteful cleavage wall sounds more classy, and I think people would rather send it in, rather send more stuff in. But anyways, the backwards vagina shot is where you see the vagina from the backside. And I feel like that's like the trickiest shot to pull off because you're almost in butthole region, and that is like a rated X thing. Like where Joffrey has the 2 chicks in his room, and she's like, he goes, hit her, and she bends over, and you can see like everything. I'm like, how'd they just get away with that? Like even for HBO, like that's super fucking stretching it. That's pushing it. I mean, I'm not complaining.
All those people I know.
Yeah.
Obviously,
They're cool.
Yeah.
They're all good. They're allowed to say things and have opinions.
Matt,
but
you don't get an opinion.
Everybody gets an opinion. How like you don't think Cersei's gonna win it, and how
She's
you
not.
like Hodor.
Fuck you, Hodor is great.
You're a fucking living wheelchair.
Living wheelchair.
Yeah, fuck you, Ashley. I forgot to say that.
That was really funny. I spit my water out when I was reading that. That was really funny.
It's the truth.
He's a living wheelchair.
Literally.
Do you like Lord of the Rings?
I've
Or you
watched them,
do, yeah. Well, we made this joke where like one of the elves is like in a battle scene, but then like later on in The Hobbit you can see him later in the background. And I was like, but didn't that guy get hurt? My buddy's like, no, he's fine. And we made this running joke of how like they made him a fucking elven wheelchair. But since it was made of like trees and sprigs, it didn't actually move. So it's like, could you just imagine like him sitting in a wheelchair with like leaves and shit from Rivendell coming off of it? Like, all right, we're gonna go to this next scene. He's like, oh, damn it! He's like, somebody help! Like it can't move because it's just a piece of wood, like a wicker wheelchair. I swear I didn't bring them in. I don't think they know you got each other.
No, they know. I went to school with all of them.
Sasinski?
Mm-hmm. That's my older brother's friend.
Oh, yeah. I used to work with him. He lives right across from one of my other friends that I went to work with 10 years ago. It's not a wheelchair. It's a lounge chair. Dude, yeah. Hodor is the biggest dicked lounge chair I've ever seen. Dude, remember when the Wildlings just staring at it? She's like, oh, he's got giants blood in him. You see her eyes just go like...
Oh, shit.
Well, she hasn't... The only thing she's ever gotten was by force, probably.
No, she said she
The
had a
wildling.
love.
Ugh.
She had a love.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, and then he turned into a White Walker. He got turned.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm sad.
And that's why she came.
This is
with
him.
them all.
That's him
Probably.
right
Who
there.
knows?
You know, like, Jon kills him in Hardhome, and then he shows up, like, 2 episodes later right next to the Night King. Like, he keeps coming back. Yeah.
How does that
All the generals...
They all look identical.
All the generals look the same. Her
Right.
love was her left hand.
What?
Damn it, sex.
Oh.
Don't tell all her secrets now.
Whose secrets?
The Wildlings' secrets are hers. Use
I don't hope it's not mine.
use your left hand.
She's left-handed.
Are you really?
Yes, I am.
Oh, weird. Interesting. You never think about
Damn,
that.
that's crazy. She's in her right mind.
I'm in perfect bitch slapping area.
Bitch slapping area.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't. No back. There should be a sign that says no backhands allowed in this room.
This is a safe room.
Is it? No.
No,
I
just
still
no
don't feel
backhands.
safe.
No, there's no safety in this room,
There are
but
no
just
safe
no back.
spaces.
Yeah, safe spaces are. Nah, we don't believe in those. Safety pins or whatever. Remember when that shit was going on?
Safety pins?
Yeah, like people would just hold up a safety pin, and be like, "You're safe with me." It's like, fuck that. A real
I don't even
friend.
know what that is.
A real friend mocks you for what you should have coming towards you because they call you out on your bullshit. Could you imagine if nothing got criticized? Dude, that means that, like, Hitler would be okay.
Just pulled up a safety pin. You guys can't kill me now.
Yeah, stop. Please don't. It's 6 million people. You need to die. We all know each other. Her levels are, oh. Yeah, oh, I thought that was new. So, how's this all gonna end? How's the final episode gonna end?
I haven't put a lot of thought to it.
What?
No, I have not. I used to like follow all the fan theories and everything, and then one time for like actually season 7, I followed it and it was actually spoilers. So I just try to go with it with an open mind this time because I was so disappointed.
White Walkers win. I agree,
no.
man. Fuck yeah, Tim. No, I hope they do. That'd be awesome if, like, the last shot was the Night King sitting on the throne with Viserion next to him.
No, I swear, like, okay, they keep talking about Azor Ahai.
Yeah.
So, the prince or princess that was promised. What I think, since Jon already took this knife to the heart for his men, Daenerys is going to be the one to put the sword through his heart, get the sword of Azor Ahai, and be the one to kill the White Walker, or the Night King.
But she's not a swords person.
Exactly, that's why no one would know it'd be her. Like, it'd be the only kill she would ever officially have, and it'd be the whole army of the dead.
I think... What do you think's going to happen?
Honestly,
Even though if you haven't put a thought into it, I want to hear your, like... Just come up with something on the spot. We've got time.
I just believe Sam's gonna be the one to last.
Sam?
Yeah.
Sam Tarly? Yeah,
Yeah.
we forget about him.
Yeah.
Well, remember when him and Stannis had like a 2-second conversation? He goes, "Just keep reading, Tarly. You might just save all of us."
Mm-hmm.
And
He's been against like 2 White Walkers already, and Sam's like
Sam the Slayer.
yeah, and
Yep.
it's crazy, and he's just had all these moments to be like killed and all that stuff, and he's so smart that he can get past anything. He he saved Jorah's life.
That's true.
Like nobody thought he could do it, and he did it. Like come on, Sam's got it in him.
Plus, if you think about it, when he was talking to, like, the High Maester, he was mentioning, like, the whole battle after Robert Baratheon's death and everything. He's like, couldn't you call it something more poetic? So I feel like he's going to be the one to
Right,
write Game of Thrones.
The Song of Fire and Ice.
Oh, wow.
And then-
Like, he might be the last one alive.
Right.
So the White
Exactly.
Walkers will not be the surviving race.
Right, and then
Man.
I don't know if you followed along with this, but you know how the intro is like that big banner and everything? It's actually at the Citadel. You know that big...
Is it really?
Yes, it's at the Citadel.
Oh, fuck. I don't want Sam to win. Sam's a pussy.
He's
Fuck
smart.
Yeah, he's fine, but, like, I don't want him to be the fucking...
Sole survivor.
There's smart people and there's warriors, and this is a world where warriors win. Fuck Sam. I don't want him, a weak son of a bitch, to be the leader of the free world. I want some gladiator to sit on the throne. Sam can be there, but I don't want him the fucking master of the world.
I could see like Jon saving him and like ending his life. in the
I
process.
think Jon's gonna have to kill Dany
I think
to get the Azor Ahai sword. Because the Azor Ahai prophecy, he has to stab his wife. his sister wife.
But that's like
Remember that?
he already took like the knife to the heart.
No, I
So
think
it's like
he's gonna have
his
to
whole
kill
reason for coming back.
Yeah.
He's gonna be the one to take the sword to the heart.
I think what if that's all gonna happen, but then both of them die? What if Gendry is the promised prince? Maybe because
His
the
blood was the thing that got everybody main killed.
Yeah, the Red Woman was wrong. She was never wrong. She just had the people wrong.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "I saw the banners fall at Winterfell, and the Stark banners were raised again." And it did happen. It happened at the end of the Battle of Bastards. And what's to say that maybe Jon isn't the key? Maybe he's a key for something, but maybe he's not the main one. Maybe Gendry is.
Could be.
I think Gendry's more important than we let on.
Well, he disappeared for like 4 seasons.
Oh,
Yeah,
I love that.
He was finishing school.
Oh, was that what's going on?
No, I don't fucking know. Well, fucking Carl from Star Wars, or not Star Wars. Wow,
Carl
from
Star Wars.
Walking Dead left to go be a DJ.
What?
Yeah, that's why he quit Walking
I thought they
Dead.
just killed him off.
They did. He had to quit because he's like, I want to finish school and have like a semi-normal life.
What the
And so they kill him. Yeah. Well, he dies in the comics anyway.
But
Did you see the new episode where they killed like
I've stopped
9 different
watching.
people? They killed like 9 main people in this last episode.
For real? Who all died?
All right.
People that I don't really know, but one of them was Carl's girlfriend.
Oh, her.
Oh,
Yeah, Enid.
Enid, yeah.
They were walking up this fucking hill, and they see like these things in the background, and they got up to it, and it was just a row of heads on sticks. Yeah, it was brutal. It was really cool. It was like all of it once, and while they were looking at the heads, they were showing all the people like at the camps looking for them, like their loved ones and shit. They're like, "Where's Enid? Where's blah blah blah?" And just their heads are on spikes. Like, fuck, it was brutal. All incest is always best. Yeah, it's true. Jorah kills Night King to impress Dany. She still doesn't recognize him. Oh, man. That would suck. Yeah, I think Jorah... Who would Jorah have to bang? Not Khaleesi. Fuck her.
You'd have to... Fuck.
Who would Jorah get with? He's got to get with somebody.
Theon.
Oh, what? Yeah. Got nothing down there. Nothing can stop him. Yeah, Theon has got something going on now, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's going after his sister. And
Oh, what a waste. That laugh is the best fucking laugh of all time.
Yeah,
It's
when he knees him in the non-existent dick.
Oh, no. That's still funny too, but one of the best laughs is when Euron has his sister. He's like, "Little Theon!"
Oh, yeah.
And he's got it. And he jumps, he goes, "Ah!" Like, it's just it's a cackle. It's so funny. I want to fucking play it. You guys...
I'm down.
We can keep talking, but I just want to play it through the phone. Dude, I was looking up strategies on how to beat bosses in Dark Souls. Oh yeah, that's how we look, by the way. It's a little delayed, but yeah,
Yep,
there's
so
us. That's what they're seeing live. They're seeing
Now
nothing right
actually
now.
looking.
Yeah, it's a little delayed. What was I looking up? Oh, Euron Greyjoy attacks Yara. Kills sand snakes. Little Theon. Just this fucking laugh when like Theon jumps.
I just.
Oh, here it is. Can we all hear it?
Yep.
I'm gonna get flagged by YouTube. Come on, get to it. You can see she says no, run. The fucking laugh is the best. It's just utter defeat. What's going on, Brody? Give that a like. I love that laugh. But yeah, anyways, that whole arc was so sped up where like it took, like I said, almost 3 seasons for Robb gets to the twins, doesn't move, dies. 2.5 seasons. Euron goes from Pike to King's Landing, back somewhere in the ocean, back to King's Landing in an episode and a half.
And then all the way to Castle Rock and back.
Right. Fucking, they sped it up so quick at the end.
But they also explained that he has the fastest navy in the entire Westeros.
Yeah, apparently they can fucking time... they all have, like...
can teleport.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if, like, right as they get off camera, it's like, all right, bring the oars in, and fucking drop, like, Mercury motors in the water. Just fucking speed off, and they're just like, all right, boys, take it easy until we get back to the... What the fuck is all that?
Looks like the old PS1 background.
Where?
Like, right in that corner when you saw, like, the little...
Oh, the PS1 background? Jesus. I'm going back a little too far. You're old school,
I'm
dude.
old school with
I was there when it was the only school. PlayStation. Well, I think Nintendo N64 I think came out first. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had N64 and PS1. Mercury Marine. Yes, it's a joke, Anthony. Anyways. What are you up to over there?
He's got that toilet paper.
Not shit.
You got toilet paper?
I'm just
Oh.
passing my time, listening, and trying not really caring because I don't know anything about it. So, trying to avoid spoilers. For when I do watch
You're in
it.
the wrong place.
I'm saying for when I do watch it, so I'm just letting it flow.
Oh my god.
Letting
dude,
it flow in and
I was
out.
gonna say, you might as well not even watch it. We'll just...
I'm just letting it flow in and out. Not gonna remember anything.
Okay.
Good idea.
We'll just...
Let's just list off everyone who dies right now.
Oh, I
Okay.
like read articles whenever
Okay, let's
like
start at the
sites
very
talk
beginning.
about Game of Thrones.
The Butcher's Boy.
Oh, no.
Hugh of the Vale.
Yeah.
The-
John Aaron.
John Aaron.
John
Butcher's
Aaron,
Boy. Hugh of the
Those
Vale.
guys from behind the wall.
Sir Artus
They were the
Vegan.
very first ones.
Vardis Egan. Yeah, the three guys, two guys beyond the wall, and then the third dies later.
Too many people.
I'm already done.
Just everybody.
Literally.
Everybody dies.
Just thousands upon thousands.
Don't have a favorite character. They will die. Hate everybody.
For a while, my favorite was what's his name? Fuck, I can't think of it. The guy with the flaming sword.
Oh, Bears.
Beric Dondarrion. Yeah, they show him in like the 6th episode of the show.
Yep.
But it's a different actor.
Yep, he
You
was
know
sent
that?
to go get them.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like Dario.
Yeah. Well, they
Get over how big that is.
replaced the mountain 3 times, I think.
Yeah.
3 times, yeah. But the guy who plays him now is like
The
a
strongest
legend.
man
It's the
in the
strongest.
world.
It's, yeah. They're like, he's now famous for that.
Mm-hmm.
He has his own brand of water, I think.
Yeah.
That or vodka or water.
It was
also.
water.
Have you ever
Both.
seen the commercial that Tormund did for like Travago or something? The traveling commercial. I wonder if I could play that without getting flagged. I've played stuff that I've gotten flagged for before though, so. Yeah, where Tormund and him are at the top of the wall while it starts coming down. But he survived because they're both in the trailer for the new season. Kind of.
There's no doubt they're going to survive.
That'd be cool to lead in with 2 deaths right away. 2 main deaths, Tormund and Beric.
No, I mean, like, at the end of the season, you knew they were going to be alive. I didn't like how people were like, oh, they're dead. I'm like, no, they would not kill off 2 big characters.
That'd be ballsy. The mountain is alive, still alive.
Kinda.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, there's huge spoilers in this. Oh, the reason he is saying that is because I've shown him the scene where
With Oberyn.
Oberyn, yeah. That was the most shocking death for me.
Oh,
that
where
was the most
he had the
gruesome in my
fucking
opinion.
thumbs in his eyes. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, are they showing this? And when he smashed his head in, I was like, that's the part that really bothered
Just
me.
the screaming, and then you hear the pop of his skull.
Yeah. And I was like, oh my god.
I mean, in the end, he got his confession. That's all he really wanted, but he didn't want his eyes
No, he
gouged
wanted
out.
revenge.
Well, you didn't want to die. Did you? I think in the next episode, when they show Dorne, the snake like retracts downwards instead of like coming up the spire. It goes back down because he's dead.
Oh,
Yeah,
I have to watch
I
for that.
think every time a major thing happens, like when Ramsay takes Winterfell, the wolf
Bolton.
thing falls, and then I think for a while they had the
The Boltons.
the The squid from Pike was the sigil at Winterfell, I think.
No, it was just burning.
It was just burning?
Yeah.
The dude's... Yeah, the mountain is still alive because the spear was coated in a poison, but the Meister from...
Jamie actually brought him in, too.
Jamie...
Qyburn.
Yep.
Qyburn, yeah.
He saved Jamie's arm from having to be fully chopped
Oh,
off.
Yeah.
And so Jamie brought him back to King's Landing.
Don't want milk of the puppy. For the longest time, I thought it was milk of the puppy.
Yeah.
But it's poppy.
Yeah.
It's like their cocaine. That's what it is. What was I going to look? Oh, yeah. Tormund commercial. It's actually pretty funny. What? There's more? Oh, I only saw...
Oh, exciting.
Wyndham Rewards. Term commercial. I'm the Wyndham Rewards wizard. Oh, this isn't fun. I can't find it. Don't touch Ghost. Is Ghost dead or what?
He's
Where is he?
Where is Ghost?
He's back at
Castle Black?
Castle Black, yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if they're ever going to bring him back. That's sad.
Ghost?
I mean,
Well...
I could see Nymeria coming back again, too.
No, she's gone.
You
It's
think
not
she's gone
her.
for sure?
I don't think she's coming
It's not
back.
her. Remember? What if the wolf eats Arya? How fucked up would that be? She's about to, like, kill Cersei. I was like... and, like, all of a sudden 19 crossbow bolts hit Nymeria. And she dies and Cersei's fine. Yeah,
I'd be so pissed.
That'd be fucking awesome. I'd stand up and cheer, and I would just get in your face and be like, bah! I'd be a total
I'm
asshole
gonna block
about
you
it.
during this.
What?
I'm gonna block you during this new season, just so like if Cersei makes anything happen.
The second Joffrey died, I took a picture of it on the TV and I posted it live, and I fucking like 9 or 10 people messaged me. They're like, "You're a fucking asshole." Well, when a main character died on Walking Dead, I spoiled it like right away. Oh fuck it, yeah, Tony, these are dragon eggs. We're gonna have to burn somebody with them.
Alright, it was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, but what if you're not the unburnt? What if you're that witch that she burns with? What if Khal Drogo comes back? It has like a zombie or whatever.
But he was burnt.
And he's all the way in another country.
Yeah.
Maybe he does. Yeah, no.
She's just carrying his bones with her.
Oh,
Not crazy at all.
this is bothering me really bad because I can't find the commercial that I'm looking for. It's the first thing that always comes up.
That's right. Stage-wise, you get $100 in Wyndham Rewards gift cards. That's true.
Yeah, that's Tormund.
I love my job.
Oh, yeah.
They're little commercials and like he takes this they're really dumb. Like they're not very well done and they like time travel somewhere. It's like, where are we? It's like, are we in heaven? It's like, actually, you're in Branson, Missouri. And now you can eat all the breakfast you want. And it was making
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, my mom went to Branson and she always bragged about how much like breakfast places there were. I'm like, so you just go to Branson, Missouri to eat breakfast? And like that was like some little joke that they had about it. But I'll get burned by the eggs. The eggs don't burn you, you fucking idiot. Watch the goddamn show. I think he has HBO. Maybe not. Anthony, if you have HBO, watch the show. Watch it before Friday.
Or go over to Zach's house.
Or, I mean, not Friday. Sunday. Yeah, if you started now.
You're at the
do
wrong
it.
place.
No, you can't.
Sure.
No, you can't.
60 hours? Is there enough? Is that... You,
Well, I guess if you don't sleep.
Well, dude, I've stayed up, like, almost 2 days.
That's
Not for
48
Game
hours.
of Thrones. So, like, yeah, that's not enough. If you started right now, let's say it's 8 o'clock. If you start right now, it goes 24, 48, 72.
Only
No, there's not enough
67.
time.
There's only
there's
67 though.
not enough time.
not even then.
No, you could. If you fast forward through all the credits and don't watch the previews and don't watch the endings of like the last 10 minutes where they talk about the episode, maybe. That's 3 days. 8. Yeah, because at 8 p.m. it starts in 72 hours from now.
So it's 67 hours though.
I don't got HBO.
Should probably get some.
Go to Walmart. Get the DVDs.
Ugh, gross. No, I can't watch it in standard definition. This is like a show. It's like Lord of the Rings. You can't watch Lord of the Rings in standard definition. You have to watch it like on the best possible screen, the best possible TV.
I've just got a big ass TV. That's all that matters for it.
Well, I mean, I have a big ass TV too, but like, that's a 4K. Do you have a 4K?
I don't know what I have.
He does not have a 4K.
Okay, she knows what I have.
How do you not know?
Because he probably never
I
seen
don't
a 4K.
give a shit about technology. I just like the fact that it was a big TV, and I got it for free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, fair enough. That's all that matters. I was talking about that on a different podcast. Like, it was Joey's wife won a TV, and she said that. I said that, like, dude, I don't give a fuck about like this whole earn your stuff thing. If I could win a TV, and like it would be mine, that would be like way, way, way better. Are we having a pissing contest? Yeah, we are.
What?
Who's winning?
I don't know. I definitely am because I have a 50-inch 4K TV.
Oh,
I think
I get it.
I have a 15-inch black and white Megasport. Get at me. Motorsport TV. Why did that?
Voice.
Why did that tag like that? Well, I believe that the more money and cool shit you have, the better you are. So, he sounds like he's gonna come at me with like one of those whole things where money doesn't buy happiness, and you're wrong. It buys crazy ass happiness.
Everyone do that right now.
Yeah.
Just give him so much shit.
Well, no, fine with me. I make plenty of money, and I brag about it too. So, like, I work my ass off for what I have. So, if you want to be one of those people that I couldn't binge watch it and watch it Sunday night, I'd oversleep my alarm for work Monday. Oh yeah, he starts Baker Cheese on Monday.
Hey.
Hey, don't you work at Baker Cheese?
Yes, I do.
What shift do you work?
Right now I'm on first shift, but I'm going back second. I hate first shift.
I would love to. Lol, I have a 64. I bet you actually don't. I bet you actually don't have any of that stuff, David. I bet you're just compensating for something.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm not a PC gamer. Computer that's $5,000 and with 1,100 of cooling liquid. As far as pissing contest goes, I think I have a better PC. Yeah, but you have to spend like $500 a month on it to upgrade it. So, I send pics. Do you work Sunday today, Travis? I didn't.
Man, reading this comment section really ground you to a halt, didn't
Yes,
it?
I did work today, actually.
Oh, sorry. No, you don't. Yeah, you have to spend like $500 a month to upgrade a PC. That's actually no, it is true actually.
It's not.
I have a PC. It's right here.
Yeah.
I think
I spend $500 a month for it.
No wonder you make bad choices. Why are you going down this rabbit hole, man?
Because it's funny to me. Yeah, you have
stupid.
to spend $500. That's like the base price.
I'm about to just cut it all off. I'm gonna shut it down. We're all turning this car around.
I think you'd make a better dad than me. Like for like, 'cause
Obviously.
I wouldn't even have thought of to say that would turn this car around. Like I don't have the liquid cooling to take $500 a month. Yeah, it's actually it's more than $500 a month for that. I've never smoked crack in my life. I don't do that. I remember the rumors going around that if you they were just gonna stop at season 6 and make the last 2 into a movie, like a 2-hour movie, and they were gonna put it in the theaters.
No.
Yeah, they were gonna just like a 2.5, 3-hour fucking movie.
No,
and
that would not have worked for this. I could not.
Could you
that
imagine? Could you
not
imagine
happen.
how long that would take too to make the like? It would take them like a year to make it, and then it took them It took them 2 years to make this season.
This season.
Yeah, like they made it in. It took them a year to film, and then 8 or 9 months to edit, and then, like, I'm happy with the fact that they're. I'm happy that they're ending it now. I like that they didn't drag it on. I feel like it's only gonna be 73 episodes, isn't it? It's the final episode count. Yeah, and then I'm happy with it. Some people say that they should have drawn it out more, like how the last season got way too rushed.
It did get pretty rushed.
I mean, I agree partially. Like, I thought, like Theon's arc and stuff was rushed, but I think also, like, there was some stuff in the show that's just dragged out. Like, season 2, I think, is the worst season. I hate season 2.
Yeah, I have to agree with that. Season 2 is just kind of, like, dull.
Like, season 1 is really... I think the pacing for season 1 is great. It's like a roller coaster. Like, it steadily goes up and up and up, and then at the very end of season 9, it just plummets. Whereas, like, season 2 is just 9. Like... What? This is season 1? Season 1?
Yeah.
And then season 1. And it's like... Excuse me. Like, season 2, I'm watching with my mom right now. We watch 2 episodes a week. And, like, it's so fucking... I feel her getting bored. Like, I feel bad for her. Like, it's just the political shit with, like, Tyrion. And then Arya's going nowhere. And then Jon's arc is going nowhere. Robb's arc is kind of going places. Like,
Robb was, like, the only interesting thing in the whole
with Joffrey,
season.
yeah. There's just, like, a lot of back and forth between those two.
Yeah. Everything else is just kind of dead.
Daenerys had a little bit of a growth, but...
Oh, it wasn't, like, spectacular.
No.
I mean, I liked Helen Quaff, or whatever the fuck. Where the magician guy came up behind everybody and slit their throats.
Oh, wow, you remember his name?
I don't remember his name.
Well,
I said the magician guy.
Well, I mean...
That's the country.
Was it? Yeah, Karth.
Karth, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, like, the guy's name was Quarf or something. I would have believed you. I was like, oh, you remember that guy's name? The purple lip guy?
He's one of the 13, that's all I know.
The 13, yeah.
Somehow he can see the future, but he did not see himself getting burnt to death by a dragon.
They also did some predictions with that, with, like, how he showed Daenerys all those, like, endings, that they're all actually, like, visions to come.
Well, the throne room with the snow in it, I feel like that's gonna be the ending.
Well, they think the whole reason she saw, like, Drogo and the unborn baby was, like, her in the afterlife. And her meeting him, yeah.
Oh, no. I mean, I think... Dude, I really hope... I hope a lot of fucking people die. I want a lot of people to die.
Everyone's going to die.
Well, like, eventually. I want, like, graphic, horrible endings. I want tragedy, like hard tragedy. I want some people to die and then some people to live, because the suffering to live without the person is, like, infinitely worse than being dead. I want, like, Jon to die and then Daenerys. One of them has to die and one of them has to live. That's what I want.
Yep, that's...
What about that look that Tyrion gives at the end of the season?
Oh, I don't trust it.
What if Tyrion kills Jon?
No, that's the thing, though, with Game of Thrones. They want you to believe something, but I don't think Tyrion is, like, plotting against her. I think it's Varys. Because if you remember, like, the Red Woman was telling him straight up that we're both going to die in Westeros. So
you have to die here too.
Yeah.
I think they're both gods. I think Varys is like a omnipotent kind of thing. I think there's more to Varys than we know. I always thought Peter Baelish was like a god too, but maybe he is. We don't know. There's a lot of people say that Arya's not alive either, because you don't see her kill Waif.
Yeah, and they think that's her instead.
That'd be fucked up. But, like, Waif has no motivation to kill these people. And what about the ghost of Harrenhal? What's his name again? Jaqen. You think he might show up? There's so many theories about him, like, what he might be also. Like, There's somebody that said that the dancing master is him. Syrio Farrell is Jaqen Hagar. Yeah. I don't know.
I heard,
like, pretty cool.
I heard the writers said no, he's for sure dead.
The show writer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to believe that would be like so perfect. Like it makes so much sense, but you know, like
I think I'm glad that they're not doing way wacky shit like that. Like I like how most of this shit is grounded. Like I had no idea how Jon was gonna survive the Battle of Bastards, and then when the Knights of the Vale showed up with Sansa, I'm like, okay, I believe that happened, because 2 episodes ago, Peter Baelish was talking about getting the riders together. And Sansa, you see her writing to Peter for like half a second, and then the camera cuts away. You can see Tywin writing about the Red Wedding way back in season 2. You can see him writing letters to all these different families about it. And then, in fact, you can see one of the lines that says they're ripe for the picking. It's like, oh fuck. Like, if you actually go back, you can see it. But, yeah, I thought season 2 was the most boring. Season 3.
It had a slow start, and then the ending was pretty good.
Of two?
Of
Oh,
3.
yeah. Oh, 3? Yeah. Well, the ending of 2 was also really good, too. The Blackwater. And what's the episode of 10? What's 10 to? What happens in there?
10. I feel like I should have watched it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Samwell Tarly is taking out the Night King. Heard it here first. How? With just another dagger in the back?
What?
My buddy said Samwell Tarly is going to kill the Night King.
I don't think Dragonglass alone can kill the Night King. I feel like it has to be Valyrian steel that kills the Night King. Because he's already embedded with Dragonglass. So I feel like Dragonglass will not be the one to kill him. It has to be Valyrian steel, exactly. Or the sword of Azor Ahai. I feel like they're going to stab him with the Valyrian steel or a dagger, and it's not going to kill him.
I think whoever kills him, though, isn't going to make it.
No.
I think whoever dies, or whoever is fighting him, is going to get taken with him.
Because he's going to be surrounded by other White Walkers. There's no way he's going to stand alone. He's not going to be, like, risking his own life. He's like a man of watch. He's not like... When the dragons were around, he was surrounded by his generals.
Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely not going to be dumb enough just to, like, stand by himself. Like you said, he's going to be surrounded at all times. At Hardhome, he was never alone. In Bran's vision, he was never alone. He's always had people near him, so, yeah.
The only time I could see him being alone is if he's on Viserion.
Yeah.
That'd mean, like, either
there's
Jon
that
or
scorpion
Daenerys.
thought.
But he's already dead. The dragon's already dead. And
They'd have to make a giant dragonglass.
They'd have to bring it down.
a dragonglass bolt with a bunch of dragonglass just taped to it. With tape. It's called Scotch tape, sir.
The invention of Scotch tape.
Dude, yeah, I was gonna say it's like a fucking like 3rd grader's art project. It's just all lashed onto the end of it.
Get some glitter on it, make it look pretty.
Oh jeez. Put it on the fridge when you get done with it. Yeah, I think. Well, there's also the whole thing of, isn't the Red Wedding where Joffrey died like a bitch? Well,
No,
you can
that
tell.
was another
Well,
wedding.
you can tell you don't
That's-
watch the fucking show. So
That's the Lion and the Rose.
Lion in the Rose, Red Wedding is Reigns of Castamere. Get it right. No, the Red Wedding is season 3, episode 9, where they kill Robb, his wife,
Catelyn.
and his
All
mom,
his mom.
all at once, and the
His whole
entire
army.
army too. Yep, the army gets killed.
By the praise.
His direwolf, everything. Only survivors were the Hound and Arya. And those,
Because they just showed up randomly.
They showed up and then they
they
left.
showed up too late.
That was
only
fucked up when
benefit,
like they were riding through the camp, and then the Hound's so smart that he grabbed like a banner for the Lannisters, and then the Hound screwed up by like staring too long at Robb's body, and then Arya saw it too. Arya's seen the dead bodies of Ned and Robb. God, I couldn't do it. Like if I saw like all my dead family, and she's like 10.
Yeah.
She's like 10 during that scene. She's like 13, 14 right now. Even though she's like 20 in real life. I think she's traumatized. Well, she's to the point where she doesn't have feelings. Not anymore. Like she doesn't have any
She had to go numb.
caring. So that's why I don't think she could get with Gendry. Like, I don't think
She has no emotions.
No, she doesn't have
She
any
has no
sexual anything, like emotional, sexual, nothing. She's just a blade. She's just a husk. I told Anthony to say it, but then he said I didn't have the balls to say it, so I said it.
What do you say?
I don't know about the Red Wedding. I guess it takes balls to be wrong. I didn't even know what the wall was when I started watching. I was like, yeah, I watch Game of Thrones. And someone's like, what's the wall? I'm like, oh, I don't know.
I had Theon and Robb mixed up for the longest time. I thought they were the same person.
Well, my mom still says all the names wrong. She calls him Jeffrey. She calls him Bob Stark.
Bob Stark.
Or Ed Stark. She has Jon Snow. She has Jaime Lannister, but she doesn't have any, like, she fucks it up. I didn't say it because I didn't know shit about the show. I mean, you can always Google it and watch it on YouTube. Like, that's actually where I saw the Red Wedding first, was YouTube. I kept hearing about it. I'm like, what the hell's this? And I just Googled it, and I had no idea who they were. I actually thought Ned was the Hound. Like, I thought, because like, they show him just with the hood over his face, and I thought that was the character, Boromir, the actor. Sean Bean with his hood over his face. What about this whole thing where Bran is gonna take control of one of the dragons?
I heard one of the dragons is meant for Jon.
Well, yeah. There's 3 Targaryen heads. There's 3 dragon heads in the sigil. So one's for Dany, one's for Jon,
and then the Night
one's
King.
for Tyrion.
One dragon has one rider.
Tyrion is a Targaryen.
I've heard that.
You've never heard
of it.
this?
I've heard of it. I don't believe it.
Well,
I doubt it. At this point, it's too late to introduce it.
Oh, it's never too late. I think Tyrion's gonna like stab Jon. I think just.
I doubt it.
Sure,
doubt it.
dude.
I could see Varys doing it before I could see Tyrion.
Fuck no,
Tyrion's not a murderer.
Tyrion's not gonna join Cersei.
Tyrion.
He's smarter than
Tyrion's not a murderer. He shot his dad on the toilet.
Well,
His
he
dad's the
strangled
knight,
his whore wife.
I mean, both of them had it coming.
His whore wife. Fucking whore's light, yeah. No, dude, the look, I wasn't sure either about the look at the end that Tyrion gave him. But then, I was watching this other episode in season 6, and it's where Dany's sitting next to Tyrion and says, Dario didn't take it very well. Took it as well as he could. He goes, you know, he's not the first person to love you, and he won't be the last. And he stares at her, like she wants to say something, and she just gets up, and you see his look. He goes, oh. Like, he got rejected without getting rejected. It's like, you can tell the look on his face is disappointment. And he hasn't loved anyone since Shay. So it's like, maybe he gave his heart to her, and like, it didn't work out.
Another one in the friend zone.
But I could see Tyrion not like backlash in a negative way. He's a smarter man than that. He'll love her still, but he won't backlash.
I think he's holding some anger back because he's part Targaryen. I think he is, dude. He's blonde hair,
Dad.
Yeah.
They got rid of that whole thing.
Yeah, that's a little weird. Like, they keep changing characters and characteristics and shit. Now he's got like strawberry hair, and he's like.
A dark
But see,
beard.
he's different. He's not like Cersei and Jaime.
Right.
He's not evil. I mean, Jaime's not either. He's like half and half. He's like a paradigm. or whatever you want to fucking call it.
Jaime's for the people versus for the crown.
Right. Cersei's like...
about herself
evil.
and the crown.
Jaime's neutral, but like... Tyrion's still crazy, but he's like...
smart.
Chaotic good or something. Like, his personality type is like... He's still got like a fire in him. He's still a crazy fuck. Because like, you can't not have a fire in you and be crazy to kill... To kill your whore wife, or whatever you want to call it, and kill your dad on the toilet. Had an old coworker say Dany, Jon, and Arya are going to ride the dragons. Thought they were crazy at first, but there are a few mentions of Arya not looking like the other Starks growing up. I don't think I
I-
believe that because Arya looks like Jon and
And she
Robb
looks
and
like
everything.
Ned.
Yeah, like they all have black hair. Well, Sansa doesn't, but Sansa's took from her mother.
Straight from her mom.
Yeah, Arya is like from her father. I mean, I don't know.
They never really
At this
hinted
point,
at
I'm
it.
at
It's
this
like too
point I'm
late.
at this point I'm not even ruling anything out. I'm totally convinced that anything could happen.
I would love to see a huge plot twist. Just like something that nobody sees coming.
Well, I mean, I didn't think that Jon being a Targaryen was a plot twist. I think it was a good shock.
Yeah.
Like, everybody knew it, but it was a good
Right.
shock that someone just revealed it. I also thought it was weird that Bran didn't know.
Yep.
Did you notice that?
Yep. And then Sam did.
I love that he's like, did you see it in a vision? He goes, no, I read it in a scroll.
Yep.
I swore, I never saw this, but I swore at one point Bran was Professor Xing around, like, fucking Winterfell. 'Cause I swore, because, like, he's like a fucking god now. I thought he was just, like, sitting in his chair, like, no one pushing him. But, like, I'm like, did that happen, or did I imagine that? Because, like, you imagine you
That's
see
awesome.
things. But I'm like, was there a point where he did that, where he's just, like, sitting back and, like, just,
I've never like compared those two together. That's
he's just
great.
Professor Xing through the... Well,
I mean, no matter what, Bran's getting some like free porn.
what? Wait, what?
Because while he was talking at the end of season 7, he was talking while the
And-
sex scene between Dany and
Oh.
Jon were
Yeah.
going on.
Oh, I
And-
thought you meant, like, Bran was into cripple porn.
What?
I mean, I'm sure if you look it up, you could probably find something like that out there.
Well, if you type in Game of Thrones into Pornhub, it's just the sex scenes. It's just all nude scenes. It's like 20 minutes only, actually.
I love how you know that.
You
Rule
don't?
34.
Thank you. You don't know that? I think everybody in this room should have typed in Game of Thrones into Pornhub at least one
I have
time.
not. Don't even look at me like that.
I
Honestly,
did it like last week. Shit, I'll do it right now. I'll do it live.
alright, do
Give a
it.
fuck.
Show it.
Okay. Wanna fucking
I'll
push
do
me?
it too.
Travis.
Get off my Wi-Fi.
I ain't on your Wi-Fi. I'm using my mobile data.
Mobile data. No, all it is just you just type in Game of Thrones, and there's a lot of knockoffs too.
Very nice.
Game of Thrones, first thing. Yeah, it's nude sex compilations, all of them. It's a lot of the stuff from the first season. Yeah, it's like 20, 30, 40 minutes of just, he knows his Pornhub. Cuts to white screen, Martin wakes up in his home. My, what a vivid dream. 1991. Yeah, I would probably scream at the TV if it was like that. That's such a jumping of the shark, where like they show George R. R. Martin turned down a cameo in the final season. I guess
Did he really?
he didn't want to be in it. Yeah,
I heard that he was also in a cameo, but they had to cut it out because it just did not go well.
I wonder what it was.
It was in season 1. Do you remember? It was
It
one
was
of those.
when they're introducing Khaleesi to Drago.
Oh, it was the wedding.
Oh,
wedding.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
the
was wedding.
Dothraki wedding.
Yeah, he was in the background of the wedding, and it like the scene just didn't look right or something, so they cut him out.
I wonder if it'd be too obvious. Like, if I would have, like, the picture for the Mets was, like, in the background, like, way in the background of the Spoils of War episode, I really think, like, if it were me, I would want to be, like, way in the fucking back. Like, you would only know if somebody told you. Or,
Right.
like, I had something on my lapel or something that had, like, a symbol of a book or some shit.
If you actually paid attention in one of the episodes in season 7 when they went beyond the wall, you could see like one of the background characters fighting nothing when the White Walkers
You
were
can also,
attacking.
Really?
you can also see
Yeah, if you look
trucks
in the background,
Yeah.
you can just see a guy
Oh.
swinging his stick around trying to hit
I
something.
wonder if they, like, just forgot to, like, CG something in for him.
Probably
There's so much
did.
shit going
It's,
on.
it's like that one shot, I forget what movie it is from like the 80s or 90s, where it's like the background extra where the guy's sweeping the deck, but he's like sweeping 2 feet above the ground on like a ship. Have you ever seen that video?
No.
Oh, dude.
I've never seen. Yeah, I
I'll
was
look
gonna
it
say
up.
if you
Hold
could bring
on.
it up,
I'll
I'd
find
like to
it.
watch. I love
I'll find
mistake videos. Lord of the Rings, I think, has the record for most mistakes, like in a trilogy.
It makes sense since they're so long and they
Yeah.
had so much footage, you know.
Oh, dude, and they're like not it's like, oh, if you pause, you can like see this guy's wedding ring. No, there's one where like the guy's got like blue jeans on or something in the shot. That's in Gladiator. Well, like one of the soldiers, the camera's just going across the battlefield, and there's one where it's just like this guy's wearing Wranglers. You can see it too, and he's got like Nikes and shit on. It's like, oh, somebody didn't catch that. In Lord of the Rings, you can see Gandalf's watch in like 4 different shots.
Shit.
Aragorn wears a Detroit Red Wings jersey under his armor through all 3 movies, and in some of the shots you can see it because like the armor creases. There's a couple of ones in the Fellowship where like dead orcs start moving around while they're on the ground, like to adjust and get comfortable. There's one where while Aragorn's running to Boromir, while Aragorn is running to Boromir's dead body, you see one of the guys like completely moves like that to avoid getting stepped on. When Aragorn kicks the helmet in Two Towers, he breaks his foot, and that's why he screams so loud.
Oh.
And that's on the video. Detroit Red Wings. Did I say that right? Detroit Red Wings is a hockey thing, right?
Maybe
I don't know my hockey. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe I don't know. Or Detroit Mariners. I don't fucking know.
I feel like someone else's Red Wings.
What?
I know what Red Wings are. Detroit Red Wings. Yeah, I'm right. Red Wings. Detroit Red Wings, yeah. They're 7th in the Atlantic Division right now. Duh. Thanks, Google. What'd you say about Red Wings now?
Yeah.
Hey, I don't know sports.
Red Wings? Do you know what Red Wings are, though?
No.
It's when you eat a chick's pussy out while she's on her
I
period.
know what it is.
Yeah.
I wish I didn't know
That's
what it
earning.
was.
That's earning your Red Wings. But
Does anyone in this room have Red Wings?
fuck no, get that shit out of my face.
Don't look at me.
Whoa.
You fucking turned
All right,
and looked at me.
all right. Enough of this. Oh no, hold on, dude. Okay, good.
What are you looking at?
Just making sure. You'll see it come up. Oh man.
Are we gonna get flagged?
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay. That's okay. Oh, this is from the 80s?
No. This is Daniel Craig,
Yeah,
so
I was
it's a
gonna
more
say.
modern movie. I can't remember where it was from.
Oh, okay, I see it in the back. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, Caleb, well done. Holy shit. Can you type in Game of Thrones mistakes?
They have like 2 trucks in the background of
The back. Same episode.
same episode, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Wasn't it like in one of the shots in The Hobbit or something when the camera pulls too far back, you can see like a road and there's like fucking trucks and cars going by. I'm like, oh man.
Felix
like-
are getting ready for battle.
I know a Seattle Mariners, but not Detroit. No, Detroit Red Wings, not the Detroit Mariners. Mariners, I screwed it up, but god damn it. Oh, for the record, I don't have my Red Wings.
Nothing
Oh.
good comes up when I mean, there's like.
That would be really tough, too.
There's
I'd
like
have to hold my
top 5
breath.
worst editing mistakes in popular TV shows. There's like a Game of Thrones thing, but like.
Just for my own amusement, can you just look up Blue Jeans Gladiator? Just for my own. It doesn't have to be a video. If you like can find an image, that'd be fine.
Why is there like a thing in the movie Gladiator where someone's wearing blue jeans?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
here we go.
What do you got?
I've got the one I was telling you about.
Oh.
Where he's fighting himself.
Yep. Watch.
Okay. Do they like show it or they point it out?
I'm not exactly sure. I don't know if they show it. But you
What's-
watch the background. There's going to be a guy.
I am watching it, but like, what's the rule when it comes to Oh. Yep. What's the rule with White Walkers? Like, if they hit you with this sword, do you just become one? Like, if all of a sudden, like, I get my arm cut by a sword.
I don't think so.
I think
It's
you
like-
just have to die.
Do I?
You have to die.
I have to die?
Yeah.
You have to be
Yeah,
killed.
To become a royal.
Because, like, remember when Tormund? Oh, dude, I thought Tormund was for sure
Oh,
gonna die.
I was freaking
Oh,
out.
I know.
No, when they're pulling him in, I'm like, no.
Oh, and he's just screaming, "Help me!"
But there's like
No,
so
it is,
there's
yeah.
so many White Walkers that I was like for sure they don't have time to save them. They have
Yeah.
to protect themselves.
Well, I mean, what's kind of fucked up is that my mom saw a commercial for season 8, and we're in the middle of season 2, and like every time Jon was in danger, she panicked because she likes Jon. So like the feeling of that, I'm like, that's perfect because like you don't know what's coming, and like you're always the sense of knowing someone's in danger. As soon as you know that they're okay in the next season, it's like, oh, well, this doesn't hold any weight. It's like prequels.
Right.
It's like if Bilbo is in danger in Hobbit, it's like,
You know he's not gonna die, yeah.
Or Aragorn or Legolas, yeah. So like my mom saw a trailer for it and she goes, so John's still alive?
Yeah,
so now I was
see
like,
that ruins the season 5 finish. Completely.
I know. I actually since that happened, I was like, well, might as well tell you about season 5 now.
Yeah.
I said Jon does die, but for like 3 episodes. It was shocking when I saw it. I
got to listen to someone cry over it.
Really?
Yeah, it was
To
pretty.
listen?
Yeah, they're in the other room. They were like 15 minutes ahead of them, and all of a sudden, like, it's just like you just hear them scream because it was their favorite character, and I was like, oh dear God.
Was it him?
Not me.
No, it wasn't him.
Did you cry when Hodor died?
Yes, he did.
We don't need to talk about this.
I'll admit it. If you admit it, I cried during. There's a scene where I can't not cry. I won't
scene
tell
is-
you.
No,
Tell me. Did you cry when Hodor died?
Yes, I did.
Okay. It's really stupid, but tears down my face, like uncontrollable, when Sansa showed up with the Knights of the Vale. I know, it's weird. It's kind of.
It's like a
weird.
hell yeah kind of moment. where you just
More or less. It's just overwhelming. It's more or less like there's so much emotion going into it. Not only is she getting revenge on Ramsay, but she's also saving her brother, and it's a power move, and Littlefinger's not, well, he's still an asshole, but like, at that time, this is like him redeeming himself,
Right.
and of all the horrible shit that he did, fuck, invite me next time you want to talk Game of Thrones, Caleb, Chet.
Wow, you're just derailing yourself. Can you read? Like, honestly, it's not that hard. If you're gonna derail yourself from an entire conversation, you should just turn the computer off. That's my friend Travis, by the way. Okay.
No, I'm just checking it out.
He just wants to be here with us.
Invite me next time you talk Game of Thrones. Well, I couldn't tell if he was talking to just you
He's
or
talking
like
to me,
the
like
whole
he was
thing.
tagging me.
Oh.
Come on, dude.
But yeah, it gets very emotional when I see that, and like the part where you see the knights, and then as soon as you the camera hits Sansa, it plays the theme of Winterfell, and that to me, that's like that's my favorite music in the show, and it really gets me when that plays at any moment, even in the first episode when they first play it, when they first show Winterfell and they show the word Winterfell, that is my favorite theme song, and it just got to me, and it was like, I've never cried for any death. No tears shed for anyone dying, but that scene, I can't help it. I just turn into a mess, and I thank God I was watching it alone when I saw it. Me too, Mitch. Well, thank you. I appreciate you sympathizing with me. Did you ever cry during one of the deaths?
Only one, and it wasn't a human.
Yeah.
Oh, a wolf?
When the dragon died.
Oh, really?
That was really hard for me.
She would not let me
It
watch
like
the episode
squealed
with her.
as it went down. It like slammed and hit the ground, and then the other ones like reacted too.
Oh, yeah.
And then the whole aftermath with Daenerys just like being like really like she's holding it in, but like at the same time like.
Well, that was like her children dying.
Yeah,
or
and that
whatever.
just it just like that whole like episode just like hit me hard.
I can be a caller in the middle of my shift.
Wait,
Well, if he wants to talk Game of Thrones, he could call in right now. If he can. Remember when we had BJ call in that
Yeah.
one time, and he like heard us talking shit about him, so he just called you, and he just like, and he didn't respond to anything we were saying. He just goes, "All right, I need to tell you exactly how you're talking about Fallout 4." Or I'm like, you can't do it, pussy. Tell him to call right now.
that's what I said.
Yeah, put your phone number out there.
No, he can just
Should I
call me.
put my
He
phone
can just
number?
call me on Facebook, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's what
Facebook.
That's what I had BJ do.
Calling. That was funny. Like, it came through so clear.
Yeah.
Like, when you had it up to the speaker, he's like, all right, I need to tell you how about your whatever you're doing is about Fallout 4. Because he knows that I can't stand it when he talks about Fallout 4. And, like, we're going to try to have an Avengers panel like this. But we're going to have, like, a bunch of people. And we'll just have people lean into the microphones. And, I want him to come on, and I know the first thing he's going to fucking say is something about Fallout. But, what were we talking about, like, right before I left?
Of Viserion.
Oh, Viserion. So did you notice that, like, when the bolt hits it, all the fire leaves its body, too?
Yeah.
Like, it's its life force leaves its body, too?
It was so sad. It was so sad.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about it. So, like, it hits and also Rhaegal, like, screams at it and tries to save it. Well, so does Drogon. Oh, your eyes are tearing up.
Shush.
Oh, well, let's make it worse.
Stop. Yeah.
The look on Daenerys' face, it's more of, like...
Straight,
Just
like...
shocked horror.
It was
And then
like...
even Jorah didn't even put his arm on her. He's like, fuck you.
No, because you could just...
Not my kids.
Oh, wow.
I'm crazy. Yeah, well, it wasn't. It's like, man, he's like, I could have been a stepdad to that. Thank God. Fuck her. No, that would have been emotional baggage he would have had to deal with.
I feel like he had to be emotional with it, too, though, because he saw him grow.
No, he was like,
I
he had the
Holy
Jorah,
shit,
he had the
that thing killed
Jorah,
him.
he had the Jorah face.
can picture it.
Bear on his chest for some reason. Just. So is that woman like his sister or his niece or something?
Who are you talking about?
Lyanna Mormont, yeah. Who the fuck is that in relation to him?
I don't know if it's like his niece or it might be his niece.
It's
Or
a
it might.
face.
Are you sure? Because
I'm like-
like his dad went to Castle Black.
Yeah.
So like,
Fuck.
is it just because they're from there? Like, I don't know.
Bear Island.
Yeah.
That really bothered me when the traitor, I don't know his name, but that was like a fan favorite. He wasn't even in the books. The guy who took over Craster's Keep.
Oh,
then
he
the-
was crazy.
He was hilarious. He's in a lot of good movies too.
I just watched that death last night actually, and just like watching Jon's sword go straight through his mouth.
Yeah, there's a mistake in there.
Was there?
Why would he have to stab it like this? You should go like that.
He did go up.
Yeah, but then like the shot comes back and you see him like all dramatic like this. It was so, why he did that is because if they had him going like this, it would block his face.
Oh, okay.
So like they had him do this weird like fucking like
Just for
like,
art.
It was like this artsy kind of like stab move and like he had to go like that.
Yeah.
Like
Pull it out slowly, and
Yeah.
then ask the girl, "Are you okay?" Like I
Yeah.
just watched a guy get a sword through his face.
Yeah.
I'm not okay.
Me and my sisters have been gang raped for days. I just watched you murder a bunch of people right in front of me, stab the guy through the back of his head.
Yeah.
Right in front of me.
Yeah.
Of course I'm not okay.
you can hear it like,
Ask me in 5
sliding into
minutes.
his teeth and shit. One of the worst parts about that though was like 10 minutes before that, he was drinking wine out of Jorah Mormont's skull.
Yeah.
He's like, "What's that, Commander?" And
Yeah,
he was like talking to it like
Yeah.
Shakespeare, like, "What's that, Commander? You got any orders?"
Yeah.
"Oh, you're dead. You can't see it." And like that was really funny, like, because it was like he wasn't trying to be a king or like something. He was just being drunk until someone came to kill him. He was having like his last couple of days in the sun, and he's just fucking around with this skull. And I thought that was a particularly brutal death, because like sometimes they'll be like, no, leave his body alone or bury his body in the crypt. No, dude, fucking have sex with his corpse or something. Do something brutal. In Lord of the Rings, they don't talk about it, but in the books, when they're trying to get into Helm's Deep, a lot of the Rohan soldiers like fell defending. They decided to defend the gate after they shut it. So of course the orcs died. They just did to buy them time. So like there's bodies all over the front of the Hornburg gate, and they talk about it in the extended version of Return of the King that the orcs, the Uruk-hai or whatever, started cutting up the bodies, and like because they were bored, they couldn't get the gate open. It was reinforced, so they just started cutting the bodies up.
That's-
And then you're apparently like there's a rule that you're not supposed to do that, like desecrating corpses. But back then, Dude, they were eating people on the battlefield. And so, like, they would just sit there and chop up bodies while they were bored. And they talk about it in the extended edition, Return of the King. When they're trying to talk to Saruman, he says, yeah, your orcs were hewing the bodies of those that lay dead at the Hornburg. And, like, that's mild. The Thens ate people. Do you guys have a favorite kill of the show? Like not death, well, maybe death, but, like, a favorite kill that's... What?
It'd technically be death. It's a kill.
Yeah, it can be a death or a kill in the guy fighting nothing that you just showed me.
Oh,
Do you guys have a favorite, like, death or kill? Or, like, maybe not death, but, like, anything that really stands out?
Oh, there is this one part at the Battle of the Wall where, like, one guy just, like, comes flying over the wall with the fucking spear through his...
Oh.
And he just, like, lands on the ground.
Yeah.
And his body just kind of falls.
And everyone just kind of looks over like, holy shit.
I was going to say it's really demoralizing because, like, that's your countryman or whatever. That's your comrade. And all of a sudden he's just like...
Yeah.
I'm like, that dude was just up 700 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a favorite one of those? Like, just a random kill?
I'd have to say when they did the White Walker polar bear and that guy was running, like, holy shit, here it comes, and then it's gone, and bam, right in front of everybody, he just gets, like, dragged into the, like, mist.
The mist. Yeah, he vanishes. My favorite is a tie. I just realized this happened. I forgot about it. Was when the giant grabs a guy and hits him against the wall so hard he explodes, and then what's left of him he just throws onto the ground. But before that, and it's all-time favorite, is when Jon kills the Thenn with the hammer. Do you remember that? That's in the same episode. My favorite episode is the Watchers on the Wall, and it's when Jon drops the sword and he gets his head smashed against the anvil or whatever, or the blacksmith's anvil, and you don't remember this?
No, I haven't watched it yet. I haven't watched this season in about, like, a good 4 years.
Oh man! And Jon, like, in the fighting, he grabs this blacksmith's hammer that's just sitting there, and Jon gets his face crushed in. Well, as much as they can afford to have him not look pretty. And he spits blood in the Thenn's face, and it blinds him for a second. And Jon hits him in the gut with the hammer, and he just winds back with the hammer and just buries it in the dude's head. And the dude just goes like that and just falls over. It's like, fuck. It was so it's so unexpected. There's nothing leading up to it, and the music's going and pounding, and, like, it's tense, and you don't... Maybe he might die here finally, and all of a sudden just... And then the very next shot is where Ygritte dies.
Yeah.
Fuck her.
There was so much going on in that episode. So much.
Dude, Ollie kills her. That's so brutal. That and then Ollie nods at him like, you're welcome.
Yeah. I did it.
I did it, guys.
This is my wife. But she did kill his parents. Yeah, so, like, the fact that he had to die was kind of fucked up.
Well, the fact that he stabbed Jon, like, that was fucked up. Like, Jon respected him. He didn't want to offend Ollie. He was trying to make sure Ollie was okay with what he was doing, even though he knew he wasn't.
Ollie had every right to kill Jon.
He did. Well, in all honesty, he did, but the fact that he did it was fucked up.
Could you imagine his thoughts as he was, like, standing there, like, just waiting for Jon to swing that sword? He didn't have anything to say to him. It's like, you should be dead. Like, the guy said, he's like, it's not right that you're alive. He's like, you should be dead. I watched an interview with the kid who played Ollie, and he said the scariest part about being hanged was the sound that the barrels made as it scraped against the ground when it yanked the seat out from under them to kill them. And he said that was the worst sound I've ever heard in my life, and we had to listen to it 13 times because the take was over and over. And, like, they had real ropes around their necks, but they had a body harness, so, like, you were fine. But, like, they said the noise of the barrel scraping in the metal, like, that haunted him. He said, it'll haunt me for the rest of my life. He says, because they had to act like they were dying.
Right,
They had to do it 13 fucking times.
Yikes.
Do you guys have a favorite episode that stands out?
Mine is Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
here.
yours is
Bastards.
The Door.
We're not talking about this anymore.
Door. No.
No.
Mine's the one where they show Hodor's dick. Just kidding.
Just a foot-long dick.
It's like a foot fucking
It's
long.
like you could just put it in a fucking Subway sandwich.
Oh,
Why?
whoa. Whoa.
Don't want Subway anymore.
Graphic.
Yeah, let's just. I just lost my sponsorship.
Hey, you never know. You might get one from DJ Hodor.
Yeah, he's like a gay European DJ.
He's
I think.
gay?
Pretty sure he's gay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, imagine his poor boyfriend.
Oh.
Unless he's a bottom.
I don't
pretty sure
see
he's
him as
gay.
a bottom.
Not with that dick, no. Jesus Christ. I'm pretty sure I've read that he is. I mean, but yeah.
Googling it.
Oh
But-
dear God.
Go ahead. But of course mine is the Watchers on the Wall. That's my favorite. But I still think the best episode is the one we watched out there. That's the best. That I think has the most production value that went into it and the most most impact, most.
It was very, very good. Very like artsy with the dragon.
Yeah, yeah, and especially the shot where like it's like a 2D side scroll of the dragon going across. Oh, he is?
He is gay.
Oh, I thought he was. I read an article like Big Dick Richie. Oh yeah, dude. Me and this guy have watched. We watched. I'm pretty sure me and him watched Magic Mike multiple times together.
Oh, fuck! Imagine Hodor as Magic Mike.
Dude. They fucking play him on with the music. Dun dun dun.
Oh,
Just fucking walks in. Just Hodoring on chicks. It'd have to be on, well, maybe be at a gay bar, I don't know. They'd call it like, what's a gay bar name from Game of Thrones?
was there one?
Huh?
Was there one?
No, but we can make one up. The best gay bar name ever is Shh. It's called Shh.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That sounds like something else is gonna happen in there.
It's not even a word. It's just a picture of somebody going.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
I'm sorry.
I can't.
I'm sorry.
And now I'm picturing Hodor doing that. I'm losing
it's
respect
just
for
called-
Hodor. Oh,
it's
good
just
God.
called
This is just so uncomfortable.
No, dude, it's
Just
fine.
Hodor. No.
What if the bar was just called Hodor?
I'd be lured in for
Or
a
the
trap.
or the mail. It's the mailbox, the manhole, the toolbox.
Valerian Steel.
Nice. Very good. Valyrian Steel, and it's spelled Stele, not Steel. Because there's a black porn star named Lexington Steele.
Oh, good. How
Yeah.
do you know this?
Because I watch a lot of porn. Google him, and
don't
everybody
want
else should
to.
Google Lexington Steele too, and turn your safe search off. And with that,
No.
we're at an hour 45, so
Holy fuck.
I think that's okay. I usually go 2 hours, but I think I like to put out a shorter one every now and then. It's not even that short. The first episode I ever did was almost 4 hours, so
Wow.
yeah, we bullshitted for a long fucking time. Yeah, Anthony, see Magic Mike because it's not as bad as you think it is. It's just dudes dancing. There's actually, I like the first one. The second one's not that great. The acting is not as good. And the guy who plays Big Dick Richie is also in the MCU now. Right, Caleb?
Who's that?
Big Dick Richie
The fuck is that?
from Magic Mike.
Never
I'm
seen
getting
that
to it.
movie.
He is in Batman versus... No, he's at the end of Justice League for maybe 30 seconds. He's Deathstroke.
Oh, I know. Oh, I know who
Yeah.
that is.
The actor that plays
That's
Deathstroke is pretty
That's cool.
cool. And he's married to Sofia Vergara, so... Woo! Yeah.
That's the guy who was Flash Thompson in the original Spider-Man, right?
You might have to bring that up.
I'm
Because,
looking up his name, hold on.
well, his real name is Joe Manganiello.
Yeah, that's him.
What a great name.
Joe Manganiello. But yeah,
Joe Manganiello.
he's a huge D&D nerd.
Do you know what he looks like?
Yeah.
That's what I want to look like. He's like 40.
I actually know a lot about him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to know a lot about him. Like, he's a handsome son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Like,
He's like the biggest nerd
I want to.
ever.
I heard Vin Diesel's a massive nerd.
Yeah, he's
too.
a D&D head, too.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
he has giant get-togethers.
That's why he's making movies like The Last Witch Hunter.
Yikes! and the Riddick remake or whatever.
I like
with
the Riddick
Frodo.
movies. I love the Riddick movies. I didn't see the newest one, though.
I heard it's not great.
Same.
I heard the new Hellboy is
Yeah, I read that review of him
horrible.
/ film.
Bad.
Did you see the originals?
I love the originals, but this new one just does not look good.
Let me ask you.
The review from / film gave it a 1 out of 10.
I know a lot of people have a bad taste for Rotten Tomatoes, but get it.
People who
And
don't like it don't understand how it works.
I'm fine. I use it as a guideline and be like, oh, okay, so that's a general consensus.
People have to realize it's an aggregate website. They take
like Metacritic.
yeah.
Okay.
They're not. They have like their own critics, but that's like one of however many like 1,000 that all weigh in. They you get certified as a critic to contribute to the overall scores for the movies. It's not like Tomatoes can actually set the thing. It's based on overall consensus.
I'd rather have that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying it is.
Yeah.
That's why people shouldn't get mad at it because they don't understand how it works.
Well, I knew from the moment I saw the new Hellboy was going to be not great.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't
But
look
however, let me ask you guys this because I haven't seen the originals. Is it Ron Perlman that makes the movie? Like, does he?
No, it's Guillermo del Toro.
No. I meant like,
What do you mean?
does he like? Okay, so you know how like. In certain movies,
Well, obviously
the movie could be terrible, but like the saving grace could be a certain actor.
Oh, sure.
Is it Ron Perlman that is the saving grace?
I feel like the whole movie was good on its own. Like
Okay.
actors were awesome,
Right.
the storyline was great.
Ron
Everything was
Perlman
good.
is a perfect Hellboy, but you could probably plug in a different person and still have a good movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it wasn't just he was not the driving force.
Well, he was a huge help to it.
The animations
But-
were really well too. Like everything about Hellboy was good, but when I looked at the trailer for just this one, it just looks so bad. I'm like, there's no way I'm watching this movie.
I think David Arbor should have stayed in what's the town in Stranger Things?
Hawkins?
Stay in Hawkins. Put that badge back on. Stay out of hell. Ron Perlman makes Hellboy. Wrong. Guillermo del Toro made Hellboy. Anyways,
He was the director.
did you direct both of them?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I remember when Golden Army came out and a bunch of my friends went and saw it without me. I'm like, I haven't seen the original, so have fun.
Sad boy.
I'm fine. So, Game of Thrones is this Sunday at 8 o'clock, and I hope it doesn't crash HBO like last time, because I think my friend just had shitty internet and we weren't able to watch it, but I'm going to watch it here, so... How are you guys going to watch it?
My house.
Watching it at your house?
Yeah.
I'm bringing the Oreos.
You know, my mom bought me a box of Oreos and I was going to bring them here, but I didn't have enough time to go to my parents' house. Yeah, I'm glad you ate the chips and salsa. You can just have the salsa. I don't want the salsa.
Okay.
You can't have the chips.
I won't take the chips.
I'm taking the fucking chips.
She just needs the salsa.
You don't have any of the cookies either. Those cookies, now I'm going to have to eat all of them like a fat ass.
I felt like it would have been inappropriate, like shoving a cookie in my mouth.
Well, no, he would have muted your mic.
Oh.
And yeah, dude, I've had people eat on here the whole time. I've had people bring guests on here, and the guests just sit here and eat, and they don't even talk. That's how Ram's girlfriend sat here and drank wine the whole time. And
Oh, yeah.
I asked her a couple of questions. She like really didn't want to be in front of the camera. But yeah. Anyways, got any last words?
Never hold the door.
Could you imagine if Hodor wouldn't have held the door though?
He could have outran Bran. He would have been gone. Fuck Bran. Hodor's lives
The
matter.
momentum of his own dick would have carried him all the way to the other side of Westeros before the sun
He
came
could have
up.
catapulted himself.
Like a fucking a pole vault.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
fucking right over the wall. Hodor!
And use your dick as a pole vault.
You
Yeah.
could have grabbed both of them, just fucking did it.
And step on Bran as he goes over. Fuck you.
Fucking crush him with
Human
his dick.
wheelchair. Crush him with his dick. Yeah, just give him a little smack on the way out. just ow. The fuck, Hodor. What's the actor's name?
Willis.
Fuck Willis, man. Yeah, you guys got any last things you want to bring up or say into the camera or? Yeah.
3 more days, guys.
2 more days.
3 more days.
That's right. If it crashes, then HBO needs to make their shit better. Yeah, but at the same time, there's certain things that you can't plan for, like when this is going to break all the viewership records,
Well-
probably.
Also, make sure the other countries don't reveal it like a week before everybody else.
Someone sent me the video of the dragon dying the week before of the episode. Yeah, so I saw it.
I
It
read
was-
I read the spoiler. Someone
Yeah,
got
she
the
read
spoiler.
it to me.
I
I'm like,
freaking read
why
it.
did you read it to me? And
Do
you're
you
like,
guys-
because if I'm going down, you're going down with me.
Oh, what?
I know, she was a bitch.
Yeah, say it louder.
She's a bitch.
There you go.
It happens.
Gonna say it happens. I guess with you.
You're the one who said you post spoilers online all the
Yeah,
time.
not anymore. When I was young and dumb.
Dude, that was 2 years ago.
That's 2 years.
You guys were
I've
like,
grown.
what? You guys like 10 back then?
Yeah.
I mean,
Travis was 8.
allowed to drink. back
And on
then.
that note, yeah, no one had any beers. No one had any drinks even. Jesus.